there.
You ready?
Hold on. Everybody see that crack? I see crack.
Hey! Start the video.
Is there a crack? It started.
Hey, YouTube. What's this? Hey, YouTube. Hey, YouTube. It's Pavlov here.
They all saw your crack.
I'm doing... I don't have crack. It's covered by my underwear. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I gotta bring this up. Oh, hey. I'm doing a video response to the Mediocre Pirates 299 sub contest. And I'm wondering how you got ahead of me. We were neck and neck for so long.
And now you're whooping our ass.
You must be better than us.
You're whooping our ass. We got ass whooped.
Did you tell all your friends to subscribe? All your coworkers?
I guess it just shows you have more friends than we do.
So here's what he wanted. Let me slide the computer.
Congrats,
over.
the Mediocre Pirate.
Yeah,
We're not.
Congratulations.
We're just jealous. Don't worry about it.
And I haven't taken my paracord off.
We're just jealous.
At all.
He's just jealous.
Yeah, I am. Okay, here's the video response for his contest. What's the time you used first aid? Would you change anything you did? At work, of course, security does first aid, first response for anything that happens in the casino and in the hotel rooms. And we got a report of somebody having diabetic trouble. One of the guards ran for our little EMT bag. And I said, "What's up?" He's like, "I don't know, come on." So we both ran. It's an area by the pool. They had the gentleman having trouble. I guess he was in the movie theater. He forgot his insulin. And he made it to our area. And he was swimming for a little bit. And then he got out and made it to the casino floor. And by the time we got back to him, he was having a seizure, a diabetic seizure. And he started to seize on... They had him on a wooden bench, laid out on a wooden bench against the wall. And he was seizing, and he was cracking his head off this hard bench. So as soon as I got there, I dragged him to our carpeted floor. I just dragged him off the bench and set him on the floor, shoved the bench out of the way, gave him room for his seizure so he wouldn't bump his head. It's about all you can do. And
they got him some orange juice real quick.
Yeah, so during this, it wasn't like a full-on seizure. He seized for maybe 30 seconds, and then he started trying standing up and moving more. You know, he was more mobile after a while. Like, he was partly conscious. He was asking for help, and so I wouldn't change. I would have took him off the bench right away because the carpet was much softer. But I stayed with them. Maybe I could have got the orange juice quicker. As the other security heard about the issue, they got orange juice. Because he was seizing all the time, it was hard for him to get anything down. Basically, we just had to hold still till
and you were out of the paste.
Ambulances made it.
Don't you guys have a paste that you would usually use?
Couldn't find it in the bag. There's supposed to be glucose paste or something. But when the ambulance arrived, they we had to hold his arm still to test his blood sugar, and he didn't need insulin or sugar. I guess he needed glucose. But anyway, they took over as soon as they got there, which that's all we're supposed to do, is to do first response and keep him stable as much as we can until the ambulance gets there. And they get there pretty quick. So, would I change anything? No.
Did you fart?
No, did our camera shut off?
No.
I heard a beep beep.
Sounded like you farted.
I didn't fart.
Did your phone turn on?
You smell anything? Maybe my phone ran out of power.
I have a first aid story. Can I tell it real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
When I was 16, I worked at McDonald's here in Parker. And,
yes.
I had a manager that I really couldn't stand the guy. We didn't get along. And I walked in, seen him for about 10 seconds, walked into the back, and about 5 seconds later, someone screamed, call 911, call 911.
Yeah.
So I jumped on the phone and called 911 4 times before I finally got 911 right, because I was shaking. Mm-hmm. And then I grabbed the phone and I got 911 on, and Nobody there knew how to do CPR. I didn't know how to do CPR. He had fallen face first onto the brick floor. So he broke his nose when he fell, and there was blood everywhere. But luckily, in our first aid kit, we had one of those mask things that a tube goes in his mouth and covers his nose and mouth, and then you blow into the tube so you don't have to touch the blood.
Nobody set him down or on the floor?
He fell. He had a heart attack, and he fell before anyone noticed what was going on. He didn't say anything. It was like instant. He just hit the floor.
So they just had you 911?
I called 911.
Chest pains?
No, he had a full-on heart attack.
Before he fell, why did they tell you to call 911?
Because he had already fallen.
Oh, he fallen once and then...
No, stop. Just listen to me.
He's fallen face first when he had a stroke, and then everybody said
call 911, and I was the one in the back, so I called 911, and the other manager, Leo, grabbed the first aid kit and grabbed the mask out, and he's like, I don't know how to do CPR, and so the lady was walking us through CPR, and so he was giving him chest compressions and doing CPR, and we saved his life. He wouldn't have lived if we hadn't have reacted so fast. We were in the newspaper, and we were given awards from the mayor, and it was pretty cool. The firemen got there, and the ambulance, and then they took over from us, and of course we shut down for the night, but the next week he was okay. He had a pacemaker put in, and we saw him about 30 days later, and he thanked us all personally at this little ceremony thing they had at McDonald's. No, he never came back to work. But if it wasn't for, me and Leo, me being on the phone and being able to give directions to Leo and Leo being able to follow them, he wouldn't have made it.
Yeah.
His name was Jerry.
Jerry. Well, good luck, Jerry.
That was my first aid story. It's been a long time, about almost 20 years, so I don't know if he's still alive.
Okay.
But
so that's a time you used first aid, and would you change anything you did? Would you change anything you did?
Yeah, I would have tried to stay calmer and dialed 911 the first time. I did dial 991 4 times before, and it would have to hang up because I couldn't. My hands were shaking so bad.
Every second is important.
So I would have tried to stay calmer, and yeah, the only other time I've had to use first aid was on Gabby.
Yeah. Okay. What's your most EDC'd item? Can be knife, flashlight, multi-tool, whatever. I said knife right away, but my wife said my keys. So I always have my keys, even if I'm in pajamas or whatever, and I have to run the trash out at night. I always have my keys, and they used to be just keys, but after a while I got all these tools on them. I used to just carry this in my pocket, but so I always have this with me. And I was working at a body shop, and 1 second, I gotta do this off camera.
Okay, first of all, his shorts used to be way bigger till he started working at the casino. And he would buy them too big, and they would kind of fold over a little bit. Like he'd get a little fold in the waistband when he'd put his belt on.
No, this will, okay. Okay, so I woke up that morning, and I started getting ready for work, and can't find my keys. I checked my pockets, I checked here, I called my wife to look for them. I looked for them all over the house before I left. I go to work.
Takes my keys.
I go to work. I tell the boss, hey, it's bugging the shit out of me. I gotta go home and look for my stuff. So I took a long lunch to look for them. I don't know how I eventually discovered I had to go to the restroom.
He ran into the bathroom. He's like, I gotta pee real quick. Keep looking. And so he ran into the bathroom to go pee, and I kept looking for his keys, and he comes out and he's like, hey, babe.
Okay, yeah, see it? See right here? Okay, see what happened when I put my shorts on that morning? The carabiner actually
folded
on
in
the inside.
And because there was a fold in his shorts right there, he couldn't feel them because they didn't used to be that tight.
Well, here, let me pop them out.
So he comes out of the bathroom and he's like, hey, babe, you're never going to guess where I found my keys. And I'm like, you found them? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, they were in the bathroom? He's like, no, they were in my pants.
God damn it.
Move, boys.
Move. Katie Bird, go. Out.
Out, Piper.
Okay. Are you okay? Yeah, stinker. Move. Yeah, so they were hanging inside my pants on the belt loop the whole time.
And we looked forever for those damn keys. I could have smacked it.
I looked maybe 45 minutes, blew my whole lunch break. Yeah. So, I told my boss where they were the whole time.
And his boss laughed his ass off at him. His boss at the time was a family friend, so.
So my keys with my little gadgets on them. That's my most EDC'd item.
His keys in his wallet. If he doesn't have those two things, he flips
everybody
out.
Carries their wallet, but yeah, I don't go anywhere. I don't even leave the house for a second without my keys. So that's my most EDC'd item. If you had unlimited funds, what 2 EDC related items would you get? I would get a custom knife, and I would beat the hell out of it. I would use it for everything and not worry about it.
Because then he'd buy another one.
I wouldn't abuse it, but I wouldn't be afraid to use it. Like even my Cara bird knives, I wasn't using those forever because they were my nicest knives, and since I got more and more knives, I can use them now. So I would get a custom knife. I really like that knife that Oromoto just showed. It's a Jim Burke, Neil Blackwood collaboration. It's got black pearl in the handle. The blade is grinded by Burke. It's Damascus. It's one grind on one side, the other on the other side. It's really cool. Check out Oromoto's video. I think it does say Burke Neil Blackwood. It's recent. It's like within this month. So check that out. It's really awesome. And the other one would probably be a pistol. Maybe have some engraving done on it. It would be a light pistol. Probably a 380, maybe a North American Arms 380. I was in Sioux Falls. I was carrying a Kel-Tec 380, but if I'm rich, then I would just buy something insane. Like I think there's a rohrbaugh 9mm, a really small 9mm. But I would buy a really kick-ass carry pistol. I never really liked the full-size pistol for carry because it's just too damn heavy, and I don't have a lot of bulk to hide anything. And here in Arizona, you don't wear a lot of clothes. You don't wear coats. The most you would wear is a hoodie. So I would buy a kick-ass pistol and get some custom work on it, and I would get a custom knife. Jim Burke, Neil Blackwood collaboration. I would buy that knife from Oromoto. He would sell it to me.
And what would you buy your mom? And what would you buy me?
What would I buy you? Whatever you wanted, sweetheart.
That's what I want to hear. Whatever I wanted.
Okay, so that's my entry to the Mediocre Pirates 299 subs contest.
Hey, slow down, Mediocre Pirate. We're trying to catch up.
Yeah. Stop making videos for a little while. Maybe a month.
You got too many friends, buddy.
Maybe a month, yeah. And then we could catch up.
Yeah. Congrats. I'm glad that you almost hit 300. I'm sure by now you've hit 300.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure you picked up one.
Way to go. That means you're a way cool guy.
That's it.
Goodbye.